Hello, this is Simon from boltonguitar.co.uk, and for this tutorial I'm covering Study in A Major by Dionisio Aguado, taken from his guitar method. It's a fine little study, quite popular, and also it's been recorded by the great Spanish guitar player Andres Segovia. So it's in the key of A major and it's in 3/8 time, 3 beats in a bar. We're starting on the 3rd string 6th fret with the 2nd finger. Now that's a C sharp, followed by the 3rd finger now playing a fret higher on the 3rd string D, and onto the first beat of bar 1. So what we've got are leading notes, so pick-up notes. Then the first beat, and that's the first finger on the 2nd string 5th fret and the 5th string open. So that's try, if you can, keep that 2nd finger down, because we now need that on the 2nd beat. So we've got the 2nd finger already placed on C sharp, put the 3rd finger down onto the 4th string 7th fret A, and we're playing the 4th string and 3rd string together. And now our 3rd beat is A on the 1st string with the 1st finger at the 5th fret. So that's giving us into bar 2. We'll be playing the A again, but this time we swap fingers. We put the 2nd finger now on that 1st string 5th fret. We play that along with the open 6th string E, and that's leaving our 1st finger now to land on the 4th fret 1st string G sharp, and we play the G sharp along with the open 2nd string B. So that's. We continue now by playing 2 open 1st strings, 2 E's. So we've so far got notice the rhythm as well, so we're getting that dotted 8th note followed by the 16th note, giving us that, and later on the 2 open E strings. Now bar 3, we're now repeating an E, but this time we're on the 2nd string 5th fret. So we're playing the 2nd string and 6th string together, that's the open E. Keep that 1st finger down for the moment, so that will help your 2nd and your 3rd fingers to land on the required notes. That's the 2nd finger on the 4th string 6th fret G sharp, and the 3rd finger now on the 3rd string 7th fret D. So that's leaving the little finger now free to play that B on the 1st string 7th fret. Keep that little finger down, and then we play the 5th string open and the 1st string B together, and now we're returning to a chord at the 5th fret, which actually we're going back to an A major chord. So the 2nd finger now lands back on the 1st string 5th fret, the 2nd finger on the 3rd string 6th fret C sharp, and the 3rd finger on the 4th string 7th fret A. So we're playing the 4th, 3rd and 1st strings. So far we've got so that's the 2nd beat of bar 4, and we're now into the 3rd beat, and what we do here, we're playing the 1st string again, that's the A, followed by a quick 16th note B at your 7th fret on the 1st string. Now that little finger slides up to the 9th fret, which is taking us up to a C sharp. You place the first finger on the 4th string, 7th fret A, and the second finger on the 2nd string, 8th fret G. So we're playing the 4th, 2nd and 1st strings together, and you play it twice. So that's that little finger goes up another fret, up to the 10th fret, and then you're placing the first finger on the 2nd string, 7th fret, which is giving us F sharp, and we're playing the open 4th string, the 2nd string and 1st string with fingers on, which that's actually a D chord. We can drop back now onto the C sharp at the 9th fret, 1st string. We play that. We then play the 7th fret, 1st string B, and then the last note in bar 6 is A on the 2nd string, 10th fret. On to bar 7, you're placing the first finger on the 7th fret, 5th string, and the 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 9th fret, which now gives us E and a G sharp. So we play those two notes together, that's the 5th and 2nd string together. Keep those fingers down, and we play the open 1st string, so try and avoid catching that open 1st string. Now in actual fact, we've now more or less got our chord formed. All we have to do is flatten that first finger down, giving us a bar at the 7th fret. You're playing E, which we're already covering. You're playing D, which the bar covers, that's the 3rd string at the 7th fret, and G sharp on the 2nd string, 9th fret. So we play that. So that's your chord. So bar 7 is open string, bar. Then bar 8, we're dropping back to the 5th fret with the first finger on the 1st string and the 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 6th fret. And we're playing the 5th string, the 3rd string and 1st string together. And now we're now going to a repeat. So bar 1 again, bar 2, little finger down, so I'll just play through that again. The fingering on bar 5 through to bar 6, we can actually play it this way. So we could start with the A. You could use the 3rd finger instead of the little finger, and then change to the little finger. Doesn't really matter. You can pick whichever fingering feels comfortable. I prefer, because then I can keep a finger in contact with the string that I'm going to use again as a guide finger. So that's the first section. Let's now carry on into the next part. So we're now at bar 10, and we're starting at the 4th fret, 4th position on the 1st string with the first finger on G sharp. So we're playing that along with the 6th string. That's followed by B at the 7th fret with a little finger, and then take your finger off and play an open string. So it's Notice that second note is a 16th note, a quick note. And then at the end of the bar we have a little 2-note chord, which is the second finger on the 4th string 6th fret, which is G sharp, the third finger on the 3rd string 7th fret. So that's... Now, what we do, we now swap our fingers around and we play so let's take it from bar 10. So we're starting on the 1st string 4th fret and we play that with the open 6th string. We play the 16th note with the little finger at the 7th fret, giving us B. Take your finger off, giving us an open string. Then we've got a little 2-note chord using the 2nd finger on the 4th string 6th fret and the little finger on the 3rd string 7th fret, giving us G sharp and D. So that's into bar 11. Our second finger crosses strings onto the 3rd string 6th fret and place the 3rd finger on the 4th string 7th fret A, and we're playing the 5th string, 4th string and 3rd string together. Now what I do, I'm flattening that first finger down, giving it a partial bar chord at the 5th fret, which now gives me the E on the 2nd string and the A on the 1st string. So in actual fact we've now got an A chord. So that's... So we have... Now that bar is repeated, that first bar is repeated there. And then into bar 13, keep your little finger on the 3rd string and you put your 3rd finger on your 4th string at the 7th fret next to it, giving us A and D. So we're playing the 5th string, 4th and 3rd strings together. The second beat is C sharp on the 3rd string with the 2nd finger 6th fret. So we have that repeats. We're now on the final beat of bar 13, moving up to the 9th position. So we're coming on to the 1st string 9th fret C sharp with the 1st finger. That's followed by the D at the 10th fret with the 2nd finger, and then E at the 12th fret with the little finger. Notice as well as we're moving up on that 3-note sequence, you keep your fingers down, try and avoid taking your fingers, try and avoid doing that kind of, not good. So you hold your fingers down, those two are still on. So that final note of E on bar 14 is at the 12th fret. We're now doing a bar at the 9th fret across to the 5th string, which now gives us F sharp. It's also covering the lower note of the chord that follows it, which is E, and then we place the 3rd finger on the 11th fret on the 2nd string. So we're playing 5th string, then 3rd and 2nd strings together. So we're playing bar 15, we drop back to the 15th, to the 7th fret with the 1st finger. So we're doing a half bar chord across 3 strings at the 7th fret, which gives us D. The 3rd string is your D as well, and the top note is B. So that's now That's followed by the 9th fret C sharp and D at the 10th fret, all on the first string. So we're playing. Bar 16 is covered as a bar at the 7th fret all the way across now in order to get the 5th string E. We need that note. It's also giving us the 3rd string D. We place the 3rd finger on the 2nd string 9th fret, giving us G sharp. Now that's a little arpeggio. And finally, we're finishing on an A chord. So we're dropping back to the 5th fret, we're placing the 1st finger on the 1st string 5th fret A and the 2nd finger on the 3rd string C sharp. So we're now playing the 5th, 3rd and 1st strings. So that's... You could actually also bar that last chord if you want to. Whichever feels convenient. So that second section then is this. That's our A chord. We do a repeat. Then 9th position. Bar. Bar across at the 7th fret. A nice little effect we can do on bar 10 and 12 is to try and change the tone, so we could possibly play something such as Ponticello. Then go to a sweeter sound. So Ponticello is just playing nearer the bridge, which gives us more of a metallic kind of a sound. So I'll just play through the whole thing and then we'll go over to the right hand. You could also, on the final chord, play it up at the 10th position on the 2nd string and 4th string. It gives it a slightly softer sound. 5th fret. You need to experiment to try and get different tones and different effects out of the guitar. So that's the left hand. Let's go over and have a quick look at what the right hand's doing. So continuing with the right hand, the first two notes I play with the middle finger, then index finger, and then the first chord is with the thumb and middle finger, and then I'm using thumb and index finger. And then the middle finger for the top note. So that's... Now I'm actually using now on that first string the 3rd finger of the right hand, the A, and then the chord that follows it with index and middle fingers. The open strings, middle, and then dropping onto the 2nd string with the middle finger, thumb, index finger, play it right, and I use the 3rd finger on that top string. Bar 4, I'm changing the B to middle finger. So the previous B was third finger and then thumb and middle, with a chord following it, the A chord, with thumb, index and third. Index, middle, index, and then thumb, index and middle playing the chord. Now you can either play the run in rest strokes or you can play it in free strokes. Up to the individual play. And if you can arpeggiate that chord on bar 6, thumb, index, middle, sounds quite nice. And then we're coming down C sharp with the index finger, middle finger plays the B onto the second string with the index finger. Then our chord E and G sharp, we're playing thumb and middle finger. I play the open E with the third finger and then the chord thumb, index and middle. And then thumb, index and third. So bar 10, played in the 4th position. I'm starting with the middle finger. I play the B with the third finger. Middle finger plays the open E, so that's. And then the chord is with the thumb and index finger. Then thumb, index and middle. Middle, third. I mean, you could also play the chord using 2 fingers on that, which actually sets you up for that bar 17. Again, that's up to the individual player. There's many ways of fingering these pieces, and it's up to the individual player to work out what works for them. Everybody's hands are slightly different. So we've now got the repeat, index, and then our little 9 position sequence. Again, you can play it rest stroke or free stroke. Bar 9 fret, thumb, chord with the index and middle fingers. Then chord at the 7th fret with the thumb, index and third finger. You could use your middle finger for the upper note as well. I play middle, index finger, then the bar 16 chord, thumb, index, middle, chord, using thumb, index and third fingers. So there we have Aguado's study in A major, a fine little study, not overly difficult to play, but it's well worth having a go at. Music and tabs are available from my webpage, boltonguitar.co.uk, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.